Wisconsin won the toss, deferred to the second half. And off we go in Minneapolis. Short kick, returnable for Redding. Quentin Redding up the seam to the 25, brought down just short of the 30-yard line. 59 yards of total offense. Back to pass on first down. Wide open in the flat is Jordan Newbin, and a big gain on first down. A late hit, no flag comes out. Gain of 19 on first down for the Gophers. Switches sides on Cadillac. Manis gets the carry, driven down from the Badger 49 on 2nd and 6. Cadillac Manis got it. Knocked down. Crooms goes in motion. Cadillac Manis back to pass again, looking for the sideline, incomplete. Cadillac Manis across the middle. There's Jackson. A lot of green in front of him. Made a man miss. He's inside the 10. First and goal, Gophers. Give to Newbin up the middle, and he is stonewalled at the 1.
It's the defense. There it is again.
Hand off again, Newbin. Touchdown, Minnesota, and a great statement in the first possession. Converted defensive safety. Turn running back. Gets it in. The extra point is good. Kesich. Gone. Kesich kicks it away. Touchback, and Wisconsin takes over. He's got Braelon Allen in the backfield. Allen with a nice run on first down near the 30-yard line, a gain of 4. Mordecai to the flat, to the 35-yard line, and a first down.
Physical and athletic in this front. Braelon Allen, feed.
Mordecai, pass again, flushed out. Plenty of room to run. He's near the 40-yard line. They get him at the start of the slides. 2nd and 7, more tempo. Give it to Allen, tripped up. Mordecai, knocked down, incomplete. Redding back to receive the punt. Atticus Bertrams. Fair catch called for late, good idea. In the 14-yard line, 1st and 10 from Minnesota. Newbin's got it. Somehow able to. Minnesota's won this rivalry game in the last 2 years. Newbin has it. Wrapped up. Boulder, and forgets one of the reasons he wanted to come back was for this game this year. Cadillac Manis to the outside, finds Jackson again.
Oh, CJ gets so much passion, so many years built up.
Handoff goes to Newbin. Gets out to the 35.
So much again, as you said, the Georgia native wanted to be a part of this game.
Cadillac Manis flushed out. He's in trouble, and down he goes. Sean Tyler, the senior, is in the backfield for Minnesota. Tyler gets the carry, goes up the middle, and is dropped. Vinny Anthony back to receive the punt for Mark Crawford. Good stand by the Wisconsin defense on possession number 2. Low kick. Takes a Minnesota bounce. Settles in. There's Will Pauling on the sideline. Good to see him actually in uniform. Slinging to the outside. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to the tight end, Riley Nowakowski. Mordecai pass. Now he runs it. Got blockers in front of him on the delay.
Turns it to a quarterback draw. Phil Longo's going fast, trying to convert. Big impact.
They do kick it away. It's a good kick. Redding's got him on the liner. He's got the sideline. He's able to get there. Puts it back in. Huge. Shirty had a bunch of variations of it as well. Some long sleeves, some short sleeves, some had no sleeves. As Newbin gets across the 45-yard line. The sleeveless ones are for the really war. Jordan Newbin was on the defensive side before this year. He is running great. Newbin has it, swallowed up in the backfield, a loss of 2. 3rd and 5 for the Gophers. Cadillac Manis, all kinds of time. Catch up with Jackson. A lot of traffic going that way. No fair catch called for. Mordecai hands off to Allen, trying to 2nd and 7. Hand off again to Allen. Finds some space left side, puts his pads down.
And maybe breaks one.
Allen gets it again, going nowhere.
I hope Devin Eastern is back and better than ever.
2nd down and 10, hand off Allen. Minnesota talked about it yesterday. We got to tackle him low. Blitz coming from the outside, catch made. So Watson being helped off, 1st down and 10 for Wisconsin. Mordecai to pass. Mordecai uses his legs. What a juke across the 50-yard line. Boy, he just left Henderson in the dust. And Mordecai into Minnesota territory.
You see his ability to run. He has Vinny Anthony on the post right there. Surprised he didn't uncork it. He was wide open for the touchdown. He says, okay, I'm going to make you miss. Henderson, get out of bounds, protect myself. 1st and 10.
First time in Gopher territory. Allen carries, tumbles his way across the 40-yard line.
Volume. Braelon Allen, 6'2", 245.
Quarter number 2, flip the field. Best drive of the game so far for Wisconsin. 2nd down and 5. Hand off Allen. Inside the 20-yard line, best run of the day for the Badgers.
Henderson off the edge. Great vertical cut by Braelon Allen.
Mordecai to the flat for Braelon Allen. Stiff arm, unable to get out of the wrap. Mordecai wants to throw. Sees space, ball fake. Mordecai on his feet. Mordecai stumbles and finally brought down to the 5-yard line. He had pay dirt, couldn't stay on his feet. Pre-snap action right there for Wisconsin. Give goes to Allen, trying to bounce to the outside. Touchdown, Wisconsin. It's a score. Kick is up and good. Talked 2 years ago about Braelon Allen just being 18 years old, right? Well, that was 2 years ago. How about he's only 20? We start a new game?
Yes, I think, yes. Age appropriate, I think, at some point in Wisconsin.
What a beast. Kaliak is back to pass. To Newbin with a nice one-handed catch. Newbin gets, he is dropped. TFL for Getz. Kaliak trying to get rid of it. Flush, it's out of bounds.
Better a throwaway than a pick.
Anthony from the 15-yard line. He's got some daylight and across the 25. A good return from...
We're below freezing.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs delivered by the defense. Give another carry to Allen, who's carrying Gophers.
He does the rest.
Allen gets it again. Leans forward, and he's about a half a yard short.
Allen with the 3-yard gain.
Rinse, repeat. I know the Wisconsin fans everywhere. Hey, man, let's take advantage of every last scrap Braelon Allen has in him.
3 straight runs. Allen trying to lean. Play clock winding down at 1. They get the snap off. Bertrams kicks it away. Fair catch called for and secured.
Behind, gets poked a little bit of fun on all the bravado and all the other stuff that goes on, but a ton of substance there.
Tackle coming down from the outside. Ja Joyner jumping on the pile for... It's the formation of the mold that really brings it home. Kaliak Madison trouble, able to get rid of it. It's incomplete. 3rd and 7. Kaliak Madison finds his tight end. Changing the play. Kaliak Madison. Time winding down, gets it away. Newbin on the carry.
They're checking because Minnesota's checking.
Handoff outside, Newbin well blocked, upended across the 50-yard line. Jump,
Good snap it.
Going deep. Jackson. Incomplete. Flag comes in. The 34. Tyler's in the game. Tyler gets it. Cuts left. Slips out of a tackle of Joyner and picks up 9 yards on first down. Second down and 2. Manis really taking his time on that mesh point. First time under center for Manis. He's going to be pushed forward after 3rd and inches.
All of that part is legal as long as he's set initially, which I believe he was.
First set of downs, play action, a lot of heat, able to get rid of it. Flag is out.
It's a play action pass. They were trying to get span forward on Roller.
Pass interference. Defense, number 24. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Newbin the single back. First and goal, Minnesota. Newbin on the toss. Down to the 7.
Roller, watch Roller.
Damn it, his presence on the sideline was massive for that defense. Manis going to the fade route, incomplete. 11th play of the drive for the Gophers. To throw it, touchdown! Daniel Jackson on the score.
Well done by he and Manis.
Kesich for the point after. Lefty puts it through. Kesich ready to kick it away for the Gophers. Into the end zone for a touchback. Listen, Jack Henderson on defense. Goldie doing his push-ups. That's where the counting's coming from. Mordecai flushed out to the right. Mordecai looking for a man. He's got him wide open and still on his feet. Chinray DK down to the 40-yard line in Minnesota. That was good for 35. Mordecai fake the run, throws down the middle, a perfect ball to Allen, chugging his way near the 15-yard line.
Down the middle.
Low tempo to the outside, Allen again. Chucks one defender, so Cade Iacomelli is in the backfield with Mordecai. Mordecai to throw, corner of the end zone, touchdown!
Is he okay?
I'd say Will Pauling is just fine for a score. Extra point, up and good.
Yeah.
He's doing something. That training staff is doing a great job for Wisconsin. Short kick, fielded at the 17-yard line by Redding, and he is leveled at the 25. Manis has 2:34 to go in the first half. Wisconsin will get the ball in the 3rd quarter. Pass over the middle, catch is made for Jackson. 5 catches, 65 yards, and a score. And to Newbin. Newbin slips one, brought down at the 45. Pressure, gets it up in the air.
Oh boy.
Almost intercepted. Minnesota 3 for their last 3 on 3rd down. 3rd and 5, they need midfield. Newbin on the ground, nothing. Chaney came racing in to make another tackle. Let it bounce, gonna go Wisconsin's way and settle right on the 15. 85 yards to go potentially. Mordecai's gonna run it. He's got the middle, slips ahead. It'll be 2nd down after a 9-yard gain from Mordecai.
Minnesota just straight prevent mode, 3-man rush.
Bringing 3 all day to throw, looking to the sideline, incomplete.
Didn't want to see these guys leave.
3rd and short, give to Allen. He's got the first down, clock will stop. Gain of 2, reset the chains. They'll wind that clock, and here comes Wisconsin. They're moving.
Man rush.
Mordecai needs a big chunk. Incomplete. That's been an issue all year for 2nd down and 10. Mordecai over the middle. DK that time able to hang on. First down, Wisconsin. Three-man rush again. Mordecai to the outside, incomplete. That was Bell, the intended receiver. DK.
Yeah, can work the entire field. Could do anything you want right here, knowing you have that timeout.
Mordecai, middle of the field, behind and almost intercepted. Safety's playing at almost the 35-yard line. Mordecai all day. Catch made, first down, Wisconsin. You still got one timeout left. You need about 18 yards to get into Vaco's territory, but Mordecai, well, one last heave. Trying to set up, fires end zone. And it's picked off by Newbin. There's the record for Minnesota, and he's got running room. Newbin brought down by Mordecai about where he let it fly. Interception by Tyler Newbin.
Yeah, almost made things very interesting on the would-be pick six.
Kesich lets it fly, returnable for Vinny Anthony. Good blocking downfield and an open field tackle at the 20. Off to Allen over the guard. A huge run on first down right out of the chute for Braelon Allen.
Just a creaser. Watch it right down Broadway. A little one-back power action. Two high safeties in prevent mode. No chance to stop that play.
Beautifully blocked by Huber. Get across the 45-yard line. See the rushing numbers. Allen starting to assert himself. Mordecai on the run. Stops. Somehow slipped out of Strigo's arms and got positive yardage.
Anthony Smith finishes the deal. You'll see 0 coming out of it. Strigo runs down the line of scrimmage. Great athleticism, 6'5", 255. Turns it back to the redshirt freshman Anthony Smith. Set up 3rd and 4.
Mordecai gonna run it, and he's short. Kyler Baugh tripped him up.
Great play by Baugh. They showed a pressure look, dropped out of it. That's why Tanner Mordecai stayed with the quarterback, played quarterback with him. Watch all the guys run out. He thinks, man, I can run this, and Baugh says, I'm gonna shed Big Bortolini, the center, and make the play.
So on 4th down and a long 2, call it 3, they bring in the punter. Redding back to receive. Takes a Wisconsin bounce, and Redding jumps on it before it gets even deeper into Minnesota territory. From the 9-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Gophers. Crooms in motion. Kaliakmanis. Pass caught by Jackson. His favorite receiver moves the chains. Hand off left side. Jordan Newbin had a touchdown run in that first half. James Thompson with another tackle.
Yeah, they normally play sides. For Curien plays the right side. Hallman plays the left side. I was going to see if Hallman was going to travel with Daniel Jackson. With that, you know, he's had a great year. Their best cover guy is Ricardo Hallman. Daniel Jackson lined up against him up top right now.
For Curien on the bottom of the screen against Ottman Bell. As there's a blitz. For Curien is there. And he levels Kaliakmanis.
Add that to the tally of QB hits. This one's the sack. Untouched for Curien off the top. As we look at it right here, he's going to come unscathed. Decent disguise that time by Austin Brown. Kaliakmanis has to talk to his guys right there. That has to be a protection Jordan Newbin would be responsible for.
Loss of 5, 3rd and 14 for the Gophers.
And then rush.
Jackson for Kareem, able to make the tackle. Run after catch almost non-existent. He's done a nice job. Couple of pass interference calls against him in the first half. A good series for Kareem.
Yeah, man coverage right there. He's locked with him, has to elude both his own traffic and the offensive players, and that's a great job of getting that man, Daniel Jackson, to the ground.
Just one first down on that drive that started at the 9-yard line. So the Wisconsin defense, much as they did last week against Nebraska, gave up 14 points in the first half, did not give a touchdown afterwards.
Yeah, both defenses right here making adjustments and clamping down on these first drives of the second half. Did not see that.
Get it away, Anthony, returnable. Goes up the cut, and he gets near midfield. Longest rivalry going in FBS. Allen gets it again, able to get that first line, and there he goes. Braelon Allen out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. He's over 100 yards.
First and goal.
Give it to the big man again. 2 plays, touchdown, Wisconsin. Extra point is good. Redding brought down short of the 30-yard line. They picked up a first down on their initial drive. That was it. Give it to Nubin across the 35-yard line in 6. Load up the box on 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, showing no hooks, 0 blitz. And they're only bringing 5.
Nubin's got it and wrestled to the ground. It'll be 3rd and 1. Darrell Peterson on the stop.
Nice job by defensive coordinator Mike Tressel and head coach Luke Fickell, a defensive head coach, changing the picture for Caliac Man, is starting in a no deep zone, all right, no deep 0 blitz, and changing up the looks. Caliac Mannix, not a ton of experience in high school, just his first-year player last year. Ooh, there's something in that.
Yeah, they're going to run it. He got Caliac Mannis on the pitch. Nubin's got it and then some. And the Badger territory, gutsy call. The best 4th down team in the country picks up another. 20 carries. Nubin gets it again. Met at the line of scrimmage, and then a host of Badgers come in. It was Getz to first get his paws on him.
Getz, Rodis, Johnson, they're moving the front a ton. Rodis Johnson, it's across the face of Greg Johnson, who's in there for Tyler Cooper. Nice job of flattening it out and letting Getz do the rest.
That defensive line for Wisconsin has lived past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. They're doing a great job moving around, changing up where the pressure's coming from. That's what the beauty of this front is.
Nubin again. Submarine tackle from Gio Paez. Third and long for Minnesota.
Paez, Rodis Johnson, not a ton of production tackle-wise, but they open up everybody else. Right now, again, you see that right to left charge, and that time he says, I am finishing the deal. Get a drink.
3rd and 7.
Showing 0 blitz. There's no safety back there. The umpire's the deepest defender, and they bluff.
Very high on 3rd down. He was looking for Elijah Spencer. Better throw, and they've got the first down, and then maybe some more. 4th and 7 for Minnesota. Yes. Here comes the punt team.
So play quarterback again. They showed a 0 blitz. They bluff out of it. Just got some little casual heat there later, and Caliac Mannis just can't believe it. He just got bluffed out of it. The front then took a little bit took a little bit of time to recognize it wasn't the pressure. That's just in the head of Kaliak Manis is taking a beating tonight.
Takes a Wisconsin bounce. Tanner Mordecai and Braelon Allen in the backfield. Holding in motion, they give it to Allen. It's a one-man wrecking crew on that last drive. 2 runs for a touchdown, a gain of 3 on first down.
Yeah, better answer that time by the Minnesota defense. They're going to put this game in the arm of Tanner Mordecai, mission 1, stop Braelon Allen. And that became like a 9-man front against that counterplay.
Give again to Allen, cut back, made a man miss, but not the rest of the Gopher defense. Devin Eastern, who left the game earlier, part of that tackle, as well as Kyler Ball.
Yeah, it's great effort as he cuts this back. Devin Williams, no chance, puts his right foot in the ground and gets a couple of yards where there was nothing there.
3rd and 4. Iacomelli in the backfield. They fake it to him. Down the middle, catch! Hayden Rucci, his 2nd catch of the game. First down, Badgers. 26 yards to Rucci.
That is a great throw and a great catch. A little show and go, like they're going to throw it, as you said, on the bubble screen. And a little back shoulder seam. Mordecai just tools it in there on a rope.
Pretty good catch by Rucci. And a perfect throw. That one low, but caught. Vinny Anthony, who's doing the heavy lifting in the return game, makes the catch.
It was a little low. Wally was all over it. That was another little RPO hitch. They were trying to almost bait him to throw that, and he triggered 1 fraction of a second too late.
See Rucci headed to the sideline, brings in the freshman tight end Tucker Ashcraft, who they love. 6'5", 245, very toolsy. Handoff, Iacomelli, still on his feet, down the sideline, across the 40-yard line. Cade Iacomelli getting some running game here with Jackson Aker out.
Yeah, in relief of Aker. Thought he was doing his little Braelon Allen impression, and I thought he was going to do 1 too many shimmies.
Daily cribbage matches, they were intense.
They were intense.
I got him by 2 pegs today. Our entire crew is just so awesome. My first year on this group. Mark, you've been working with this group for a few years now, but A+.
So lucky.
A lot of our crews stationed back in Los Angeles week in and week out, but a great number of them are on site. As Mordecai back to pass, he's going deep. DK, incomplete, flag comes out. There's a 15-yard penalty. Allen back in the backfield. Allen gets it across the 20-yard line. Mark, you were talking about the last time he was on this field a couple of years ago when Minnesota took the Axe back.
Yeah, this guy looks a lot different tonight. 17 for 47. The last time he was in Huntington Bank Stadium, banged up last year. I was wondering about today if this was going to be a little coming out party, trying to take that axe back to Madison.
He came into today 181 yards short of 1,000 on the season. He might get there tonight. Not 1,000 in one game.
That would be impressive.
That would be a record.
That would be a record in the oldest rivalry.
Talk about Melvin Gordon in a big snow game. Ran for over 400 yards against Nebraska a few years ago as Braelon Allen gets close to a first down. Go quick, give it to Allen again. Pushes forward, that is a first down.
Yeah, it looked like the official up top had given him the line to gain down here. Spotted him short, but no doubt about that one. It's 1st and goal right at the 10-yard line.
22 carries for 161 yards now from Braelon. 20 yards short of 1K. Mordecai up the middle, following Braelon Allen inside the 5-yard line, put him right at the 5.
Yeah, good reaction by that Minnesota defense. And Mordecai a little slow to get up. You'll see Bortolini 63 climb, and Braelon Allen both kind of climbing for the same backer that splits them. And Bob and company trying to finish Mordecai. Maybe had an old lineman land on top of him as well.
2nd down and goal. Play action. Mordecai to throw it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Riley Norkowski. First touchdown of the year. Kick is up and good.
That family tree, too many run plays by Phil Longo. When you have a guy like Braelon Allen, this offensive line and the tradition of Wisconsin, you got to take advantage of it.
Redding tackled at the 25-yard line. Flag is out. Tyler Janzi came in and made the stop, as well as Arnett.
Harder on yourselves at this point.
Potentially the last play of the 3rd quarter, 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 3, where Wisconsin has 14 points. Feels like we're in a snow globe. Handoff, Newbin. Left side across the 20 and out past the 25-yard line. Final play of that 3rd.
Through the air, lead to that 4 touchdown output. That's a ton of points for this offense. Feels good. They know they got to finish the deal to take the axe back to Madison.
Kaliakmanis misfires intended for Spencer.
Get everywhere.
2nd attempt, blitz coming. Kaliakmanis
Space.
showing his athleticism. A 1st down and across the 50-yard line. He's got more wheels than people give him credit for.
Yeah, man. Probably a lot of meat on that bone at turkey time. And Wooler ends up escorting out. There's nobody on that side of the hash with the route structure. He starts faking Hunter Wooler about 15 yards away. But 1st down, 10 yards to go on our half of the 50.
They answered the last Wisconsin touchdown drive. To pass again, ball fake. Avoids one. How does he stay on his feet? Finally finds Spanford for a gain of 5.
He did all the hard part, as you said. More athleticism than you think, and then just keeps Spanford up right here, and he's got room to run with it. You did all the hard part. You see him fading off into the distance. That's why there's no mustard on that ball to Spanford.
2nd catch for the big senior tight end. Made something out of nothing, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Shift the defensive line.
Bringing 5 again.
Pressure coming. Kaliakmanis deep. Incomplete. Hallman was all over Jackson.
Rico Hallman, yep, in great position on Jackson. He reads the route. It's a post corner. You see the delayed pressure, bringing Brown late. You see that's like you're here running the route for him. Watch him jump outside. He reads the route of Daniel Jackson. Actually more of a slant and go than a post corner seen there late.
3rd and 5 for Minnesota. What a catch! 1st down, Gophers. Jackson, when Kaliakmanis needed it, he finds his man.
Yeah, he says, let me get over on Fort Curine this time. Run the little hitch just beyond the line to gain a great catch by Daniel Jackson.
8 catches, 90 yards, and a score for the senior. Pass again to the flat. Newbin on the catch, gain of 1. Good adjustment by Turner to be there and cover up Newbin.
Yeah, it was. Wohler came off the edge. You'll see 24 pressure into the boundary. Turner overlapped that pressure. That's a nice stop on setting up a 2nd and 9.
As the game goes on, that Wisconsin defense gets better. It's been that way all year. Nice drive on the ball by the defender. Catch still secured by Ottman Bell after a gain of 7.
And right here you see Ethan Kaliakmanis just
playing behind Tanner Morgan last year until late. Now he's a full-time starter as Newbin gets the carry and pushes forward. I believe progress is going to get him the first down at the 28-yard line. But the fact that Kaliakmanis is just able to play and get into rhythm is so big for him.
Yeah, it really is. It's just all the other stuff, taking care of the football, all the situational things that you can't replicate. It only happens in 11-11 real football, where you get hit or your team gets hurt and you feel the true repercussion that you can grow from it.
1st and 10 for Minnesota. Sling it to the outside, short. 2nd down and 10. Ottman Bell, the intended receiver, and Wisconsin's starting to light up the backfield.
Yeah, bring in 6 right here, and Daryl Peterson, 17, kind of talking to Kaliakmanis afterward. They're going to bring all 5 of those guys, plus the inside backer, Cheney. And Peterson says, "We are in your head." Kaliakmanis says, "Hey, have a nice Thanksgiving."
Gobble, gobble. 11th play of the drive for the Gophers. Knocking on the door. To the outside, Newbin.
Coming.
There they go. They set up a wide receiver screen, and Jackson dropped it. They had it all set up for him. 13 out of 15 on the year on 4th down.
And 4, playing zone.
Kaliakmanis going deep. Ottman Bell incomplete. No flags. Might have to cross the state line to find some Wisconsin gear, though, as Allen gets it. Taken down in the backfield by Coleman Bryson.
Good to see him back in there after going down on that hit on the kickoff return. That guy has 1 speed, man.
A lot of promise in that young freshman. Lindenberg showing the heat on that initial clap from Mordecai as he moves Allen. They change the play. Lindenberg coming anyway. And he got in the way of Braelon Allen. Yeah, you're a stud.
Maybe a Polish cowboy.
Iacomelli in the backfield. Mordecai back to pass. Finds Iacomelli in the flat. Minnesota got the tackle in space. Lindenberg came up, bringing heat. Kick settles, 14 to go, down by 2 touchdowns. Kaliakmanis down the middle. Jackson catches that one. Into Badger territory, ball is out. Wisconsin's got it. A big play for the Gophers.
Coaching up his guy, knowing he needed him the rest of this game.
Braelon Allen charges forward across the 40-yard line. Allen now at 163 yards, 25 carries, and Braelon having a tough time getting up.
For an offensive injury.
Got undercut by Jalen Logan Redding.
Let's bleed a little bit more clock and still take that down even a little bit further.
Iacomelli still driving those legs. Whistles blow at the 45-yard line after a gain of 3. What they're playing for, the Axe, under heavy security.
That's pretty cool. That job right there.
And smart of that security guard to hold it with Minnesota's side out front. The other side's got
Nice.
Wisconsin on it.
This is good right now if you're offensive coordinator for longer. Now wait and give Tanner Mordecai the play a little bit later. Force him to bleed this clock down.
Mordecai is going to run it in a race to the edge. Mordecai wins it. First down, Wisconsin.
Just the toughness here of Tanner Mordecai again. Broken hand, broken shemand. Another QB draw. Gets outside. There's no slide. So he gets every inch of that effort. And it was a big-time effort. Lindenberg, Newbin, all getting a piece and a big one of Mordecai.
Covered up that football with both arms. Mordecai was 69 yards on the ground. A couple of touchdowns through the air. His one interception came in the last play of the first half. Two tight end set. Giacomelli gets it. Got through the arms of one and then brought down after a gain of 3. Strigo missed him on that initial try.
Giacomelli, you see what they like in him, the 6 foot, 213-pound redshirt freshman. Tough to bring down, and nobody better alert from in that regard than Braelon Allen.
Clock continues to tick, coming up on 5 minutes to go. Falling in motion. Handoff, Giacomelli again. Logan Richter, the first man to hit him. Third down for the Badgers. Keep churning that clock.
Yeah, that's, again, I think on the sideline, you saw Luke Fickell just sidle up to offensive coordinator Phil Longo again. Take that, lead that all the way down under 2. There's no sense in giving Minnesota the ball back. 2-score game. Churn this as much as possible. You know you're going to feed Giacomelli. If Allen's back in there, you're feeding Allen. Give them as little time as possible for the comeback.
Mordecai to pass. Mordecai looking for help down the middle. Incomplete. He was trying to find Pauling, his best third down target, threw a little behind him.
Yep. Yeah, looked like he anticipated him to do something else on the top of this route. And I couldn't tell if that got hit at all with Logan Richter's club hand, but it did not. Will Pauling gutting through. They did not anticipate him playing, and he's in as a gunner right now on punt.
Bertram's to punt.
Uh-oh.
Look out, almost blocked it. Wow, that was close. Fair catch call for at the 10-yard line. Minnesota's offense back on the field. They need 2 touchdowns. In trouble. Kelly McManus able to get rid of it. Intercepted. Still no Braelon Allen. He's on the sidelines. Giacomelli gets it up the middle and brought down to the 15-yard line.
Giacomelli doing a great job of taking advantage of these carries, securing the football with 2 hands. Braelon Allen looks good to go, but that guy has built up a ton of hits over his career. A lot of wear and tear on that body.
Second down and 4. Make sure we say big special thanks to some of the rest of our crew. Our tech manager, Mark Alsmeyer, ops manager, our mother hen, really, Patty Ennis. Make sure that we have all the Uncrustables we need up here. Second down and 4. Giacomelli, very short gain, if anything. Our technical director, Jeff Backerman. Folks that make us sound so good. Mike Del Tufo, Fred Dominigoni, and Tony Lamb, who's up in the booth. Tony! She's gone. Never know where Tony goes. Graphics operators, Nick Crawford, Lev Galitzin. Good story about Lev. He gave me my first job in television.
Lev was a smart man.
Very smart man. Production assistant, logging tapes. Iacomelli pushes forward and slung down near the 10-yard line. It's a first down for Wisconsin.
Now Iacomelli's slow getting up.
Running back room is very, very quiet, but here comes Braelon Allen back on the field.
Oh, great. It's Braelon Allen coming back in the game.
Replay operators, Nick Nat, Dave Sonnenberg, Ruben Corona. Our EICs, Gabe Nguyen, Carl Osterlin, and Jake Schrafe. And our mobile unit driver, hey, we can't do any of this without David Rocco. He takes our truck to and from week in and week out. Allen gets it. Of course, our producer, Max Linewan, director Derek Manning, our associate director, Paul Mamaro, our BAs, Grant Lounsbury, Sunit Bhakta, and up in the booth with us, making us sound way smarter than we really are, our statistician, Tom Barbary, and our spotter, Scott Snyder. An A-plus crew from top to bottom.
Absolutely. Want to send a shout out to our son, Max, playing in the state championship tonight with the old Marist Spartans. Get after them.
We have been watching Marist all year long. Hands to Iacomelli again, upended at the 10-yard line. Minnesota's got all 3 timeouts left, but no reason to stop the clock. Coach, it's been a pleasure, man, all season long.
It's been awesome.
What a blast. Doesn't feel like it's been 13 weeks for college football for our great crew. It was like just yesterday. We were in Iowa City starting the season. Right?
Iowa, Utah State feels like 10 minutes ago.
It does. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun as we sit here in the snow globe in Minneapolis. One more play. Iacomelli's got it. And the Axe is headed back to Madison. It's going to break a 62-8 tie in the 133rd meeting. And who's the man to grab him? The guy who wanted to come back for 1 more year. C.J. Getz is the first man to grab the Axe. And he might bring it back on the plane with it back to Madison.